April in Wisconsin. High today was 40. It's in the upper 30s now, getting down to about 28 tonight. It's been raining off and on. Right now it's okay, but I wanted to show you how I use my umbrella, set up my camp. My backpack today, my kit, weighed 9 pounds 2 ounces when I left, not counting water. And I'm about 7 miles from where I live. It's a beautiful place out here in the woods. So, first of all, my hiking poles support my umbrella. This umbrella, probably 8 or 10 years ago, I cut down from a regular $5 umbrella, cut the handle and the top off, and then also I removed the spring-loaded sliding device. So what I hold this thing up with is just a kind of a hook that I made out of a paper clip. This comes down like so, and I attach it to my hiking poles just using some Velcro straps. So that seems to work. I want to show you this ground area here. There's a lot of leaves and things, which is great. I'm going to put up my tarp tent here in just a moment. First of all, I'm going to pick up a bunch of this litter, and I'm going to hopefully give me a little bit of extra insulation and padding tonight, so that I'll be a little bit more comfortable when I lay me down to sleep. Okay? I hope you can see that. It's maybe off on the edge of so, yeah. And then we'll pick up a little bit more of this. In my pack here, I've got my 5 by 9 foot sill nylon poncho. The wind is coming from this direction, so I'm going to set it up with the back over there. Wear my tyvek chaps. I put them on when it started to rain. Let me pull out some of my stakes here. Most of these are chopsticks. These are actually the Japanese style lacquered chopsticks. I've got a little bit of a piece of bamboo on top, but I've also used these 7-inch aluminum gutter spikes if the ground is really hard. Really, it's not so hard here, but I've got them. I'll use them. Okay. So. And hope you can see what I'm doing here. But I'm just taking a corner of this, putting one of these stakes in. We'll put out this other corner, something like this. Hey, whoops, pants are falling down. I'm going to take out one of my hiking poles. These weigh, the pair of them together is 9 ounces. This is a 1/16 inch nylon sash cord. I really like this stuff. Nice and strong. And when you wrap it around, it acts like a nice little handle. But when you unwrap it, it acts like a island for your tent. Let me just hook this puppy up. I'm going to pull this out a little bit in front rather than have it in there, so I have a little more room inside. And we'll just stake this thing up. Like I said, I'm going to tie a little bowl in here. I could put a sliding knot on it, but I find generally this fixed one is okay. This particular situation. Put this up over here. I don't want to lose my little bag. And now, before I stake out the rest of it, I'm going to just take out some of the things that I've got in my pack, show you what else is in there. Oh, you know what, before I do that, let me take these little guys off. Yeah, these are my tyvek pants. You can see the tyvek tape here. they were a little bit long, so I just frayed the cuffs on them. They're big, and that's a good thing, because then they slip on and off real easily over your boots. You don't have to take off your foot gear to get these puppies off. And stuff is nice and warm, as well as protection against the water. Let me unhook my camera. I have this taped to a little branch, believe it or not. And here we go. Okay, we'll take this off. A little branch. So let's see what we have inside the pack here we can use. Oh yeah. So this is heat shrink clear plastic storm window material. The tarp is 5 by 9, and this is a piece that is also 5 by 9 feet. I want to show you something on this though that's interesting. You know, if you're using your poncho as your tarp, what are you going to do for raids? Well, you can actually, if you can see what's going on, I know this is a little bit confusing here, but if you can see what I've got a couple of strings on there, and I can just wrap it around my neck, and then this thing actually works as a nice little rain poncho for me. I'm going to put this on the ground in here. The other thing I would normally do is I would guy out the back, and I'll do that a little bit later. I'm going to just tie something onto the hood, and I'll run another line out over here with a stake on it. What have I got here? Oh, this. Again, sorry, the photography's not that great, but this we'll put over that in a moment. This is my fancy new thermarest that's so nice and comfy. I would never have bought it, but I got it as a Christmas present. This is a sleeping bag liner that's made of down, but I've sewn a 15-inch skirt around the edge of ripstop nylon that keeps the heat from escaping out the sides. This we throw on top of here, and now hopefully this will stay up here in my pack. Oh no, so you can see what's going on here. I'm wearing my sleeping bag liner. Let me pull this up. I gotta stand up. I've shown this to you before. This is actually a newer one I made. It's a little wider. It's about 30 inches wide. It's about 6 feet long. And I've just I've cut it down the middle, put some buttons in here, and so when I button it together, the legs come together, and I had cut a little hole in here for my head to stick through. But when I do this, it's pretty much a nice sleeping bag liner with a foot pocket here. So I'll put this on top of my little down dilly here, and so this then is the start of my campsite.